opportunity presents itself, what do? You take that opportunity.
Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Stop.
Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
Let's freaking go.
Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Open Borders Season 2, Episode 1, A New Hope. Joining me tonight, Dan Doherty from Australia and Chad from Illinois. I just doxed Chad. And I'm Batman.
Fuck me. What
Yo
a fucking-
soy Batman, amigos. Hey. How are we doing tonight, gentlemen?
This is so much excitement in the room. I can feel it. It's palpable. It's amazing. It's Chad. It's Luke. Sorry, Batman. It's This is sick. You look
This is
scary,
great.
Luke. If I ran into you in a dark alleyway, I'd fucking piss myself. I'm not even lying.
That's true.
I didn't come on with a bit here, but I love it. I love the hat.
Your
You
bit
got
is
the
not
Jeff
bad.
Irwin thing going.
Yeah, I
with
had
that?
to. I had to bring the bit back. I saw Luke was showing off this Batman outfit, so I thought I had to bring my. I even got some. I've even got some fish blood to drink while I'm here. So you know, got a bit of fish blood.
What is that actually?
Tastes amazing.
Is it actually fish blood?
It looks like fish blood.
Yeah, I'm
This is
retarded. Is it a Bloody Mary?
Got a little bit of alcohol in it. Yeah, it's fruity. It's
Okay.
got some vodka. Yeah.
Sean Wick says,
Saturday.
be yourself, but if you can't be yourself, be Batman.
That's solid advice, to be honest with you.
We got a few
Um,
topics, though, for tonight. We've got some geopolitics talk, which Chad's here for, and then whatever Dan's got cooked up for us from the
We can
land
talk
down
about
under.
whatever. Dan, I'm jealous. I'll say I'm jealous of your climate right now because I spent the last few hours plastilining all my windows because it's going to be like -10 here tomorrow in Chicago. So we got that going
I've
for
heard.
us.
I've heard. I got a friend that lives in Lexington, and he was going to go to
Oh.
Pittsburgh this weekend, but he had to cancel because of the snow. So
Yeah.
Is
Ridiculous.
that an actual Australian? It is. We finally got an Australian on Open Borders. I'm excited about it. It's finally an
Yeah, maybe.
international show.
I've even got as evidence
Got props. He's got
I've
a
got a
boomerang, see?
and a cricket bat. So
And a
fuck
cricket
you,
bat.
mate. So that's
And I have a
enough of the-
didgeridoo.
That's enough of this novelty Australian bullshit. Because I'm fucking sick of seeing other Australians fucking talking about boomerangs and fucking kangaroos. Who gives a fuck? Let's talk about something different, boys. I love it. Let's go.
Yes. You don't have to just rest on the fact that you're Australian. There's actual substance behind you. Also, I'd like to say happy 33rd birthday to Jackson,
Yeah.
which was not intentional, but it's funny that worked.
Shout out to Jackson.
Also, shout out to John from Scranton. He let me know, and then he let everybody on Twitter know. He made that video today while he was getting a blowjob from a sex worker. So, congratulations to John. Open Borders is definitely a pro-prostitution show. So I'm very happy about that.
It's absolute dedication.
Yeah, your display is vertical and not horizontal, in case you were wondering. I don't know how the fuck to fix that. Like, there's a way that you can watch it either way. Like, there's two streams. But yeah, I don't know. how to
Yeah,
fix
they're
it.
horizontal on what we're seeing. If that
Yeah,
that
there's
doesn't
like a
probably help that
horizontal and a
much.
vertical one. But there's literally like two fucking streams now. I don't know how to do it.
It's
Weird format.
infuriating.
TV is back.
It's infuriating people on the internet,
Thank you,
and
Freddie.
Luke's loving it. It's
I mean, I would be infuriated too if I actually watched other people's shows, but I don't. So the only shows I watch are the ones that I'm on. So, and from that aspect, I just watch it from the StreamYard thing, so it all works great for me.
Luke
we
was
might have a
born in the
Colombian-
darkness.
Joining us as well tonight to really make an international show. That'd be a 3-continent show, which we have done before. But See, the Pats are back. Says this is pretty gay. He's a hater. Fuck the haters.
So
Pats are
he's-
back. though.
what
That's
he's
undeniable.
probably really mad at is my Bills striped blue light.
Oh, that's Zubaz.
It's actual Zubaz, yeah. Because the Bills are going to take it to the Pats this weekend. Sorry about it. Pats are back.
I
Sorry, I had
hope
to
it
throw that in there.
Pats, though. I do. But it would have been gayer with Jackson. Never mind. He saved it. That was a good
Ah,
compliment.
okay. I see what you did there.
I mean, it's a little gay. That beers are super gay. All right. Well, not everything's gay. You know what? As Batman, I'm going to start fighting homophobia.
Yeah, I wanted
So
to see
what-
what the rest of your bit was with that.
This is it. I got a Batman mask.
Oh, okay.
The sombrero.
Have you worn that in the
but-
bedroom? Have you worn that in the bedroom with your raspy voice, Luke? Like, get
No.
out the bed. Get out the bed. How does he talk?
No. I don't know. Take it.
Should we rank Batmans? Can we rank some Batmans? I think that my favorite Batman was the Michael Keaton Batman because that
That's a popular Batman.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's Joker is one of the greatest comic characters brought to life. Specifically when he goes to his number one henchman, and there's a line in that movie where he goes, "Remember, you are my number one." It's like my favorite line. That whole
Fuck
movie.
yeah.
So,
Michael
The
Keaton
original
Batman
is
is cool because
dope.
he was the first Batman to murder people. So I like that.
Oh,
I thought that Ben Affleck Batman was the first kind of murderous Batman, but actually
Yeah.
Michael Keaton did it first. I like the Ben Affleck Batman though, to be honest with you. I really like because it's kind
a
of
bit
based
more-
on The Dark Knight Returns, which is like a comic
it's
series
funny,
where
but-
Batman's old and like
Keaton
bitter.
leans into the comedy of it, but Keaton's a bit more wimp, like a happy-go-lucky Batman. You know what I mean?
Which is nice. Like Batman isn't always the Dark Knight. Sometimes he's the Dan D crash out is going to be a movie. See, I think these people don't understand that you're actually fairly mentally stable compared to everybody else.
yeah, no.
Can I ask
do
you a personal question though, Dan?
Shoot.
So I've been watching your gambling videos because they're awesome.
Yeah.
Are you a gardener? Like, what's the context there? Are you a farmer?
No, it's just the ladder. Everyone talks on doing a ladder bet, and I thought, like, what better way to get to a degenerate event than ladder a bet there? So I thought, fuck it, I'll try it. It's never gonna win. Like the chances of me getting 11 bets in a row are very slim. Very
right.
slim.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's
And
just because is that a fruit tree behind you?
Yeah, it is. If you
So
can
do
guess
you understand why like the ladder in front of the fruit tree and then you with that hat on might lead me to believe that you're
Hey,
Mexican?
man, I've got a green thumb. I like to garden. It's not something I'm ashamed of. I've been given gardening books for birthday presents in the past,
There's
and
nothing
I
wrong with
just
gardening.
I
That's a
like
tangible
being out.
skill.
I like being out in the garden. I have a lemon tree. I have a grapefruit tree. I have a blood orange tree.
Do you have a lot of bees and wasps?
No, I have a few bees, but like nothing crazy. Like I'm pretty much on top of that. Yeah, but it's I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy that likes to garden. That's just me.
When I first moved to Columbus, I lived with my grandfather for like 2 months before I got an apartment, and he had an apple tree in the side yard, but like they weren't like edible apples, but it was just the biggest fucking pain in the ass that's ever
they are.
existed. Like you just go out there and pick the apples up and put them in a bag, and there's bees everywhere. It stunk, sticky and
Lemon.
gross.
When the lemon tree's fruiting, like every day, I've got to go pick lemons up off the ground. Otherwise, there's fruit flies. So just right near the house, which it's annoying, but
I
hey,
understand, man.
I give a bag of lemons to the old lady down the street. I just feel good inside. I just feel warm.
That's true,
inside.
and you could have a gin and tonic from your own yard if you'd
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, the lemons
prefer
actually
lime,
really. They're like oranges almost too. It's really weird. They're like really sweet lemon.
It's actually a good take from Freddie Lynn. Crab apples are great for throwing at telephone poles. Yeah, I practice my pitch, my wind up a lot with crab apples.
Just explode.
Pats are back with a great question. Do you exchange lemons for Hummers?
Oh. From the old lady
I
down
would.
the street, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I feel warm inside, and then that warmness it gets out of my body, and I'll let you guys.
Yeah. I understand. The clock strikes 2. You dump your goo.
Yeah, crying out of the tip of my penis.
I gotta say, I had it in the backyard. The only trees I got is we had one of those black walnut trees in my backyard. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna have to be right back, boys. Sorry. I'll finish that in a
Sorry.
minute.
I saw there was a giant lithium deposit discovered recently, by the way, and I'm sure Chad owns 10% of that mine.
So he's probably getting
taking a lot of calls.
But we've got olive trees. My mom's got an olive tree. They're the worst because
I assume that olives grew on vines. I feel like an idiot right now.
It's just they take a few years before they start fruiting, but when they do, they're a pain in the ass because they just go everywhere. Worst tree to have, olive tree.
The only trees that we really have are dogwood trees, like at my parents' house and stuff. Dogwood trees are nice because the rings look like crosses.
Okay.
And the Catholic folk tale about that is because dogwood trees were originally like these big and strong trees, like oak trees, but then they made the cross that the cross was made from dogwood trees, and now they're like these kind of like stunted, small, skinny, narrow trees, and they grow a cross in the inside of them. It's probably scientifically true, actually.
Hey, that's new. I learned something you just said.
We'll get an arborist on here.
I know. I have.
An arborist?
My best mate. He's an arborist. Makes so much money too. It's insane.
What you should do is ask him and have him make a video answering that question for us, and then we'll play it on episode 2.
Oh yeah, you'll love. Okay, I'll get him to do it. Yeah. I'll get him to do it. He'll love doing that. That'll be funny.
Fantastic. I got to send our potential Colombian the link. I don't know if he'll come on or not, but it would be interesting, and it would make it a 3-continent show, which is fun.
Jay has some good interesting opinions.
Crusader Kings update for you, by the way. The Habsburgs, things are going well. Now our county capital is in Basel, which is not the same duchy as the Duchy of Austria.
Near Bavaria,
Jay is officially back. Yes, Jay is Robin. Here we go. There he is.
Sorry, boys.
But anyway, I'm the Habsburgs. I'm now the Duke of Austria.
Look, I think that's what we need to do. We need to do a series where we together, either I stream my Crusader Kings or you stream yours, and we make decisions together, and we grow a dynasty on GVE. All right, and we try and make them inbred and fucked up. You know what I mean?
They're not all winners, Dan, but hey, it's okay.
Hey, I tried.
Chad, how's that? I saw there was a big lithium mine or something they found somewhere out west. How much of that do you own?
I don't know. Actually, I'm not familiar with the story you're talking about. It's possible I own some of it for sure.
I saw some headline. It was probably clickbait, but it was the largest possible, just this massive mineral deposit out west somewhere.
The biggest. So I own quite a few resources. We won't get into all that, but the biggest one that I'm waiting for is Resolution, Arizona. So believe it or not, one of the world's best copper deposits in the world is in Resolution, Arizona, and Rio Tinto. But they've been trying to permit it for 40 fucking years, and they won't let them. So basically, though, if our government ever was we need copper tomorrow, they would finally permit this thing. But even then, it takes almost 10 years to bring on a copper mine. So it's kind of stupid. But I would be a very wealthy individual if they ever permitted Resolution, Arizona. I own a shit ton of Rio Tinto, and they own basically 100% of that.
Jackson and Trent had a baby, it would be tan. I don't see it, but maybe
which, by the way, sorry, last thing on that, ironically enough, is is like a British conglomerate, Rio Tinto, right? You know, like it's not even U.S. owned, but you know, go figure. And also, more important to open borders, Australia, one of the best mining conglomerates I own a ton of is BHP, is
Yeah. I worked
Australia.
for
They
worked in
yeah.
the mines. I worked in the
Did you
mines when I
really?
was from the ages of 18 to 20. I worked in Mount Isa. I worked in a
No
lead
shit.
smelter. Yeah, I worked in a lead and copper smelter, and my job was to process the matte and slag samples. So I'd go onto site, and I had this massive lance with like a steel cup on the end of it, and a dude would put that in a molten like flow and get out a sample, and then he'd put it on a rest, and I'd wait like 5-10 minutes, and then dump it in a bucket of water to cool it off properly, and then I'd crush it up and collect samples, and I'd do that every half an hour. So I'd go up there, get a sample, go back to my lab, process it, then go back again. I'd do that for 12 hours. That was my
That's
job.
kind of wild. Wasn't
That's
that
a
like
wild business.
horribly
You must
like
have seen
Yeah, it was
did wear a
so funny.
mask?
shit.
It was so funny. The guy that taught me was like falling asleep as he was teaching me. And when you get the molten like it's lava, it's pretty much lava coming out of this truck. And you got to let it cool down, because if you don't let it cool down, it explodes and it can kill you, because it's fucking liquid, rock. And if you put it into water, that creates an explosion. And this guy didn't let it cool long enough, and he put it in the fucking bucket, and it fucking exploded all the water out of the bucket. It was crazy. And he's like, "Yeah, don't do that." And I'm like, "Thanks, mate." It killed me. And then all the other guys I worked with were smoking out on site, and then they found out that there was an arsenic gas leak, and all these guys had to get their blood levels taken, and they're all like, "Fucking, they all should be Spider-Man or something."
Yeah, that's what I'm
They all
saying. Is there a lot of arsenic?
they had toxic levels in their body, and they're like, "How are you guys alive?" It's just because they worked there for so long that their bodies got used to it was like a small leak, and their bodies got used to it. It's fucking weird shit, man. Like, but it's a definitely full of toxic masculinity. That's like the most toxic workplace I've ever worked in my life.
Yeah.
But it was fun, dude. I earned heaps of money. It was heaps of fun. It was good.
So yeah, like that. I don't know if you guys have seen before, but they found that body in England. I think it was. No, it was in the Alps, and this guy was from like 6,000 years ago or whatever, from forever ago. But they knew he worked with copper because he had all this arsenic in his blood. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. It seems like, yeah, definitely like do it for a couple of years, get your money, and get out, or
Well, they
work your way up to where you're not actually touching the shit.
well, the lead was the worst one. Like, you had to get lead like blood tests every 12 months because of lead poisoning. Like that. That's really serious if you get lead
Yeah,
poisoning.
but lead's delicious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's got to be insane.
If
The
lead wasn't meant to
Roughnecks.
be eaten, why would it be so sweet? And it's low fat.
Chalk's safe, apparently. You can eat as much chalk as you like.
Really?
Chalk's
Oh.
flavorful. Yeah.
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, just
I
in
don't
case.
So I do have my geopolitics question for tonight. I texted Chad about this earlier. The big thing is, because apparently now they're seeing this in all over the world. It's in the third world now too. And it seems to be a result of smartphones and everything that comes along with that. People are no longer interacting normally. Birth rates are just rapidly declining. Who knows? Maybe it's microplastics. Something's happening. I don't know that this is really that big of a deal though. Like, I'm not convinced. I've yet to see a convincing argument that, if you're a government which relies on tax money to do all your bullshit, or you're a corporation that relies on cheap labor, then yeah, that's a fucking problem. But like, if you're an actual just regular person, I feel like it would be beneficial to have less people around. Housing becomes cheaper. Your jobs will probably pay more because labor is more scarce and more valuable. I mean, look at like England after the Black Plague, when they had this massive decline in the population. It was massively beneficial. That's what helped end feudalism, is the workers got a ton of power from it.
I guess when you live in that era, but it helps. But when you live in our era now, like if a heap of people die, it kind of fucks everything. Because then there's
Well, I guess in this situation, like the heap of people aren't going to die like from a pandemic or anything. They're just not going to be born. Like, they're just never going to exist at all.
which is already happening. Like, it's already happening here.
That's my point.
Yeah, like we one industry that we're fucked in, like in the next 10, 15 years, we're totally fucked, is we'll have no teachers and we'll have no nurses. Because like one thing is they get worked crazy like hours and they get paid shit. And teachers get paid well, but no one wants to do it. And because we're in this age of social media and you do what you want and power to you, everyone's like doing their own shit. And they're not doing jobs that people need you to do jobs. Whereas like 15, 20 years ago, they're like, you go to uni, you study fucking whatever you study, and then you do that job. Now people are fucking creating their own businesses and doing their own shit, and all these other jobs is just not getting filled. Like we have to get people from overseas to be nurses because like no one in Australia wants to be a nurse. And
so
like,
I guess
hospitals
I
now
almost feel like that's a self-perpetuating problem here, though, because I feel like our healthcare system is overtaxed in a lot of ways because we're just brought in this mass migration of people. There's just so many fucking people here,
and we're doing the same thing. We're letting all
the
people in.
decline with the population.
They don't have any qualifications.
I've yet to like the United States. What do we say? Like, there's probably 300 million people here, or whatever, right now.
330.
330 million. Would it be so bad if there were 150 million?
I'm sorry.
Literally half the population.
Yeah.
Luke just wants to fucking like Infinity Glove click America out of existence.
That'd be fun. Yes.
Yeah, I told him it was a very a Bill Gates like take, like
Well,
population
no, Bill Gates is
control.
like
He's like,
all
fuck
about,
all
like-
these people. We don't need them.
Well, Bill Gates is like, that's the opposite of what Bill Gates is doing, though. He's like,
Oh no, he wants depopulation.
oh, well,
Yeah.
Bill Gates does.
I'm not necessarily like a proponent for it. I'm just saying it's not that big of a deal.
Hey, who
Not
knows?
the motivation to bring in like all these third world people is just, that's a voter block.
Who knows? You
Give
might
them
have sterilized.
benefits and then they'll vote for benefits.
Bill
But-
Gates might have sterilized everyone with his vaccine. That's maybe what he just did. He just sterilized.
Oh, they definitely did.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
They
not
did.
as
A
compelling of
percentage
question
at
as I thought.
least.
Let's see. Trivia question for Chad.
No,
What
it
was the
is.
most
I got
populous-
a couple things.
What was the most populous city in Florida in the year 1890? And then you can answer that question. And then you can chime in. St.
1890.
Augustine is my guess.
I've been there.
I would have said more like northern Florida, because obviously people hadn't. So what's like in northern Florida is more like Jacksonville, right? Like
Savannah?
closer to the
No.
Georgia border.
Well, stay tuned.
I don't
and
know.
we'll find out.
Jacksonville would be my guess,
Jacksonville.
but
Yes, my
I
guess is
certainly
St.
don't know.
Augustine, which I'm sure is wrong. And yeah. All right. Anyway,
Is it-
go ahead.
There's a Spanish fort
So-
in St. Augustine, isn't there, Luke?
Yeah.
I got a couple of thoughts on what you said, Luke. First, so it wasn't that dull of a topic at all. First of all, interesting little side note is that Brian Johnson guy, the guy who's trying to fucking live forever, who's like
Key West.
swapping Key West. Okay, so it's as far south as you can get, I guess. Jesus,
Huh.
must have been all the Cubans coming over or something. But the that Brian Johnson guy, have you seen his documentaries? He's like the guy who's trying to live forever,
Mhm.
and he's documenting everything. He swaps
Did all
blood
those
with his
shrooms a
kid,
couple
and they
weeks ago.
yeah, he was like. Anyways, the microplastics part, he's proven recently. He's had a huge tangent about how sauna eliminated like 99% of microplastics from his ejaculate with regular sauna use. And like he chronicled all this shit. Now he also somehow ices his balls
Hey,
while
just put-
he's in the sauna.
Like who?
He ices his balls.
Go, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check my cum for microplastics for the next month just to see if the sauna works. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man? That's crazy.
No,
have
he
to see
tests
this
everything.
guy's
Everything.
Documentary.
because
He's a
everything-
fucking
that's-
living lab experiment. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's a lunatic. He's a billionaire and he wants to live forever.
He's
Like,
trying
he
to
gets,
like
he'll,
age.
he'll get blood transfusions from like younger people.
His kid does it,
Yeah.
doesn't he? His own kid does, like, gets blood from his own son.
I think so. Yeah, actually.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
got-
Exactly. And he's
Didn't he
giving
do
his
a
blood
live-
to his dad.
He did a live
He's a
stream where he
fucking
was
lunatic.
taking mushrooms. Did he just do a live stream where he took?
Yes.
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
he's been on that recently too about how much it like brought the neuroplasticity back in his brain by doing mushrooms. He's been documenting all that. Yeah. Exact same
Yeah,
dude.
right.
So yeah, his bit this week was how much ejaculate he removed from microplastics from his ejaculate with sauna. But again, I still haven't figured out how to ice my balls while I'm in the sauna. I have one, but that's a little side note about the microplastics. The other thing with the population stuff that we were talking about is this idea that we might all in 100 years like live forever if the technology got good enough, or at least we would extend life. We're gonna figure out a lot of this shit that make people live longer, and all the biohacks. Medicine will continue to improve. So if you're a Bill Gates globalist scumbag, you might want to like depopulate because you don't want all these people living forever. But it at the same time, we're running such a Ponzi scheme at a government level that you constantly need more taxpayers to fund all the money that we're giving out. Like, so the money's got to come from somewhere. So if people
Right.
aren't having kids, who the hell's actually working a real job and paying taxes? Like, it kind of messes up the grift. So I don't know.
The,
I
the
don't know
California
where
crazy.
those two ideas like collide. You know what I mean? But it seems like a problem. They can't have it both ways. Sorry, go ahead,
I think
Dan.
a lot of people, I guess well, the system will collapse, I guess, but
Well,
I mean,
they predicted what we're going to have one in like an economic collapse in like the next 12 months, aren't we? Like I've seen like
it feels
my
like
friend-
that's been coming though for like a long time now.
Well, the Fed just
2000
started QE this week. They just started printing $40 billion a month now. And they're saying
think
it's not
Trump-
QE, but it's
I think
fucking QE.
inflation, like what is it? The deficit's increased like 2 trillion so far during Trump.
Yeah, well, and there's also, anyways, on that real fast is like if you look at there was the charts going around today on X. We have to roll over more government debt this year than ever, and our interest rates, because we've been hiking rates the last few years, are like still too high. So we literally already have too high of interest rates, even with the cuts, to actually afford to refinance all the fucking debt that we have to roll over this year. And the Fed just cut rates and started doing QE again. And the AI bubble's starting to roll over. And now people are getting like unemployment is accelerating. All these companies are cutting heads to
Yeah, massive
save.
layoffs.
If you're not making as much on top line, you cut from the bottom line. You cut employees. I mean, that's just what
Right.
they're doing, and plus AI and all that shit.
Yeah,
It's a mess. So I just broadly, I would agree that we're probably gonna have some kind of crisis here in the not too distant future, probably by Q1, Q2 this year. Now, and again, the thing is, you might have a freak out and the market does like a crash, but you're going to see everybody and their mother, every central bank run in and start printing money to stop it. So it's like it crashes and then it just fucking rips again because they print however many trillions they need. So it's not going to be a long-term thing probably because they never allow it to be. So I don't know.
Dan, how's
Yeah,
the new
I do
social
wanna know
media
more
ban in
about Australia.
going? I didn't know you guys had a social media ban.
So they just implemented
Sorry,
like
a Starship Media ban. Go ahead.
social media being nay. Yeah, so that came in on the 10th of December, and it's under the ages of 16. They just can't get access to like the big apps. So I think they get access to the Messenger app on their phone. They don't get Facebook, but yeah. So you can't access it now. There's already ways around it. It's just been the biggest waste of fucking time. Like the kids are going to find a way to do it. I think it's in the long run. It's a good thing because then it means they grow up more like how I grew up. I didn't have social media growing up. I turned out okay, I think. So yeah, it's I don't really care too much. It doesn't affect me, so I really don't give a shit, to be honest.
Of course, it's a good thing.
It is a start of like an easy way for them to censor, like to block out what other kids are learning. Like we have a prime minister who doesn't answer any questions at all. He just walks out. No one likes Anthony Albanese. So, I don't know. I just don't. It's just I just don't care about it enough. The social media stuff. But yeah, it's all right, I guess. Yeah.
Well, on that, you're right, though. Like, it has to be a net positive just in the fact that these social media CEOs don't let their own kids have fucking smartphones and use these apps. So, like, clearly it's not. But you're right. It makes the censorship's outrageous. Like, are you guys doing what the Brits are doing and, like, jailing people for calling people faggots
No,
and stuff. Like,
That doesn't happen, but I have actually had a personal experience happen 2 weeks ago. So a kid across the road from me, this like 14-year-old kid, he was out the front cracking a whip at fucking 7:30 at night, and I'd already asked him other days before, like, can you just do it out like somewhere else? Like, I get you want to crack your whip. Like, dude, just do it out the back of your house or go to a park or something. Just do it somewhere because other people live here. We don't want to hear
It's
you cracking
annoying,
a whip.
right? Like the whip noise.
But I'd asked him literally like 10 times. I've said to this kid, can you go do it somewhere else? And at 7:30 at night, I came back home and he goes out there and I see his mum telling him to like do it. They're fuckwits. I totally hate these people. And he starts cracking his whip. And I'm at my front door and I just go, oi, like that. And he runs inside. And I fucking like didn't run across the road, but I walked pretty fast. And I knew his mum was there. I was like, I don't care. I'll talk to your mum. Where's your mum? And she came out. She goes, what's your fucking problem? I was like, dude, like you fucking make so much noise on the street.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm like, your kid's cracking a whip. He didn't even have any protective glasses. I'm like, I hope he loses an eye. Like you're an idiot. And she goes, you're complaining all the time. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, everyone complains because you're fucking loud. And then she goes, yeah, good on you. She goes, yeah, good on you. Get fucked. And then I just go, how about you go get fucked? And then I went home. And this happened on Saturday a couple of weeks ago. Monday, 8 o'clock in the morning, I get police come and knock on my door.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. And I'm like, how can I help you? And they're like, hi, we're here. Apparently you had an argument with your neighbor on Sunday. And I was like, no, it happened on Saturday. I was like, what's the issue? And she goes, did you swear at their kid? I was like, no, I swore at his mum. And she goes, he can crack a whip out there. I was like, cool, I didn't know that. Long story short, they left. But it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, they're the most annoying people. And then they call the police on me.
It's
like,
illegal. It's illegal to swear at children.
Apparently so.
Jeez.
So yeah,
That's insane.
verbal abuse, I guess. You know. But
Is it
pissed.
common? Is it common for locals to have whips? By the way, like that seems uncommon for us over here.
Yeah, because I don't know if I've ever actually seen one outside of the zoo,
No, it's not
like
normal.
a circus.
It's like it's a farm thing. It's like you don't. I live in a suburban area. I'm like, you just don't crack a whip out the front of your house.
That's what I was figuring. It's like a cul-de-sac, and there's just a little bastard.
He was on the road doing it, and I asked the police officer. I'm like, oh, so you can crack a whip on the road? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, really? You can crack a whip in the middle of the road? So it's like I kind of want to go buy a whip now and go start cracking it out the front of the police station. You know, just like you said, I could do it, but you know, there's no point. It's just dumb, bro. They have nothing better to do. It's just a waste of fucking money.
I'm also like, I feel like the novelty of cracking a whip would wear off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Not with this kid. Not with this fucking kid.
Yeah, I
man.
feel like
This
you do
kid-
it like 3 or 4 times. It's like, all right,
Oh,
like maybe
dude.
a couple days, and it goes back in the closet, never to be touched again.
Well, I think I've scarred this kid now because anytime he hears any noise from my house, like they'll all run inside. Like I've got a pretty shitty gate, and I was
How
out
old's
the front
the
the other day. 15, 16.
Oh, that's not even a kid. You can swear at teenagers.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's why I got so
Isn't
angry.
16
I'm
like an adult in
I'm
Australia?
like, this kid is disrespecting me constantly. And I'm like, he keeps coming out after I ask him. He's thrown rocks at my house before, this little cunt. You know, so I'm waiting for him to get 18. As soon as he turns 18, I'm going to fucking, if he comes near my house, I don't have a cricket bat at the front of my door. Like, if anyone asks me, I don't have one
As soon
there.
as this kid turns 18, I'm going to assault him.
Good question, Freddie Lynn.
Cracking whips in Australia equals shooting guns in Baltimore.
It's a good question by Freddie Lynn.
See, like
Later
here
on,
you can go and confront someone about it. Like they're not going to have a gun on them. Like I'm not worried about getting shot. You know, that doesn't. So that's like the only bad thing. If I moved to America and I had a disagreement with a neighbor and I went full Australian bogan on them, I might get shot. So
I don't feel like anybody would crack a whip in America, to be honest with you.
yeah, because it's dumb. It's a fucking
What you need to do, what I like in America, like what you need to do, like you should have done before all this, is like gotten a black friend and like had them around and like made them act like they were all intimidated by it or something, like and turn it into like a racial incident.
I
That's how
tried
you
to
turn
do
that one around.
something similar to that actually. Look, I've already
Yeah.
gone down that. I had the guy that I get the guy that I used to get my weed off. He's a bikie, so one day
Yeah.
he dropped it off, and I'm really good mates with him. And I was like, "Oi, before you leave, do you reckon you could just fucking sit on your bike for a bit and just fucking like give it a couple?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll do you one better." I was like, "Sick." So he like sat in the driveway and he has a big Harley and it's so loud and he's just fucking revving it up. And then he went past their house, and when he went past their house, he gave it like a fucking like as he went past, and they all like fucking went. They all did the old shock, but
So
that
now
was
you're
my
using
attempt.
gang
A bikie.
intimidation on a teenager.
Yeah, I was like, I know people, so don't annoy me. Don't crack a whip.
It's awesome.
I love the neighborhood politics. It doesn't get better.
And then the chick across the road stood me up last night. I went to the bar, and she's like, "I'll meet you at the bar." And I'm sitting. I got there at 7:30, and 9:30, she's still not there. And then I'm like, "Fuck this! I'm going home." And then she sends me a
Probably
message.
saw you screaming at that kid.
No, she doesn't like that. They owe her money. That neighbor owes her money. You know, so this is what I mean. They're fuckwits. They're total cunts. These people.
Why do they owe money?
Apparently, she looked after their pets for them and did some other stuff. And then they also owe another neighbor money. They stayed in their house when they were renovating, and then they refused to pay the electricity bill when they were staying in the house. So they're just like, "We're not paying that." And they
This
just
is
moved back in.
bogans.
Yeah, they're just bogans. Exactly, Luke.
Yeah.
Bogans.
A lot of ciggy butts.
Siggy butt
At least
brain.
you could have a neighborhood coalition like against these people. Like it's
Oh, I
they're
definitely.
universally hated.
Yeah, they are. It'll probably unite the street as one. You
I
know,
guess we can
my-
test. We'll test the theory, by the way, on whether or not you get arrested for social media stuff in Australia. When we'll see whether or
Yeah.
not Dan gets arrested for this video.
which in England that probably would happen. Like, yeah,
I'm
it
kind of
was
shocked
great.
Australia is not as draconian as England at this point.
They
They do it.
There was a chick during COVID. She like organized a rally on Facebook, and she was pregnant, and they went and arrested her in her house. That happened during COVID. So like we had a few
It's
things
total
happen.
bullshit, by the way. COVID was
Yeah.
bullshit.
Oh, it was fucked.
You guys
Like, I
got
had a
real. You guys got real wild during COVID, though, Dan. You had a concentration camp
Victoria.
fucking going too, dude.
I remember
Victoria-
during the Australian Open where like if somebody sneezed in Australia, they had to postpone play for like an hour.
Like Jackson, where Jackson is in Melbourne, like they had it the worst. Like they got locked down more than any other state. So Victoria,
Yeah, but
you
Jackson
live-
was like calling and telling on all of his neighbors, and like he was like the biggest mask guy in Melbourne.
in Melbourne,
Bad.
in Melbourne.
But
yeah,
no, Luke.
it was,
Let him finish on that. They had a
Sorry.
legit ass fucking concentration camp going. Like you could not
Yeah,
leave. Like Victoria, what that was?
there was an apartment blocks in Melbourne where it was literally an immigrant apartment block, and they locked them in there. They couldn't leave
Yeah.
for like
I hate
300 days, Luke. Like a long time. Some of it was
That's like
longer.
being-
I think
It's a good
it
start.
was like
Yeah, Luke,
Yeah.
that's like FEMA rounding us up and throwing us in FEMA camps for 300
No,
days.
no,
Like, no
there's a key word he
representation,
said
no
there.
nothing.
There's a
What?
key
they're
word he
all,
said there.
they're all in immigrant housing. Like it was like council housing. It wasn't like private housing. You know what I mean? It was all
Yeah.
government housing. So that's why they could do it. They could just shut it
Yeah,
because it was
see.
owned by the government. But
Never-
it was
you don't
pretty
want the-
bad. Like I lived on a border town. So like I live on a border town. So I had friends that lived in Wodonga that had different rules to me. And then they worked in Albury. It just like fucked a lot of businesses. And I know that the premier of Victoria is like he's constantly getting sued by people because of what he did. So
That's good.
yeah, at least some people get some stuff back. But it was hectic, bro. It was like it everywhere, you know, like it was just this silly thing. And I worked in health at the time too. So like I had to go to hospitals, and every hospital you went to, you'd have to do like a swab and test and fucking wear masks everywhere. And I fucking hate wearing masks. They're the worst thing ever. So yeah, it was just a big fuck up by our government. It was so bad, poorly managed, you know.
That happens.
Yeah, there was
That's pretty much it. COVID.
I don't know if
COVID's so gone now to me. Like it was, it fucked up a lot of shit that people had going on. Like I had a pretty good fucking job going, and then that all ended. It just fucked everything.
Everybody saw Leprechaun Batman say, yeah.
yeah.
That's a good comment, Jake. Even a blind squirrel occasionally finds a nut. That was good.
No, it was
Yeah.
There was a, I don't know if it's Sean Wick or Freddie Lynn or Pats are back, but somebody mentioned that if we had the UK, you know, social media laws over here, everybody in the KMS universe would be in the gulag. Yeah, there you go. Pats are back. We all would be in prison. And I'll get to your water comments in a bit when we get a break in the action. He had some
Water comment.
comments about water, which I
water
Nomex.
AI.
They're in that gene. Well, that so yeah, the water and AI.
BNGO. BNGO.
If
Go ahead.
let me riff on that for 10 seconds since that was during something else we were on. But yes, the AI data centers take a shit ton of water, and if you're interested in the subject, there's a couple that I've done some diving into that I think are curious and that I'm either in. Luke, we talked once about JG Boswell, which is the craziest fucking company you've never heard of. And
That's
I
the
bought
farm
the
company.
book. You got the audio book, but they control a large part of the water flows through most of California. And there's a company, GWRS, in the Arizona region that controls a shit ton of water out that way. There is another company, CD, Charlie Delta, ZI. They are a water company that controls a lot of water flows. That's very interesting. And there's things like that. But the other thing that's interesting on a reverse, I actually, my favorite water play is in the Permian. So what people don't know is they changed a lot of these fracking laws. And so a lot of the fracked water is toxic and they have to treat it and get rid of it. And it's a problem right now in the Permian. And there's only one company that really does it, and it's Delic Logistics, DKL. And they have like the only fucking solution for Permian water, getting rid of it and treating it. So I'm super long that company. I think people don't understand how important they are and how many
Yeah.
contracts they're going to get in the future. But yes, to his comment, AI data centers use a shitload load of water. Water is a problem. And in the end of the first Big Short, they were talking about Burry was only invested in water. There's some curious ways to play water. But it's going to be a problem. They're trying to find and source all this water for these fucking AI data centers. So that, and then they don't have enough grid and all this other stuff. It's a mess.
And
And
there's
it goes
also,
back
like-
to your depopulation shit, Luke. I don't know what the answer is, man. But like people's utility bills are starting to explode because like the utilities giving most of the company power to the AI data center and shit. You know, it's like I don't know where it all ends, but it's going to be interesting.
Hey, you know how they have like 5-star beef? Soon you'll have like 5-star water. Like you go to buy a bowl of water, it might be like a 3-star bottle of water, you know? Because the
Yeah.
limited resources. You'll have a water
Yeah.
grade when you buy water.
This one's only mildly contaminated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm convinced, but I've said it like 3 times tonight, and I keep saying it. There's no like AI is not worth it's just not worth it at all. Like it's essentially exists right now so kids can cheat on their schoolwork, like HR, like people with laptop jobs use it to do their laptop jobs. Like I don't see anything really, nothing's being created by it. I don't really see the economic value. I just don't. definitely not to the point where it's like they're basically like the economy is basically based on Nvidia right now, isn't it? Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, Nvidia's stocks just gotten like exploded, like it's crazy.
It's
But for what? Again, like so people can like create pick video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, like because all the AI stuff sucks. It's all terrible. Like now we're like it all sucks. It's all horrific. Like you can tell it's AI from the get-go. It's soulless. It's lifeless. It's like
Yeah, but it's
tinny.
like learning in real time too. So it's like it's
Is it
getting
though?
better. Like some of it's like they cap everything off. If it's free, they just cap it off. Even the paid ones, like there's like AI out there that's like fucking next level. We just don't have access to it. It's like we just get the crummy.
At any fucking moment, it'll just decide to stop like using whatever source data you gave it. Just start using its own data that it makes up. Like you'll give it like a bit, like it'll work for like 6 queries in a row, and then like the 7th query it'll be like, all right, so this guy just wants data. I'll give him stuff that looks like data, and it just starts making up data. Like and then like you're like, hey, ChatGPT, you just made that up, didn't you? And you're like, oh yeah, sorry about that. I just made that up. But here, I'll be transparent with you. Like it's just fucking stupid. It's bullshit. Like it's fine. It is what it is. But like I can like it feels to me like it's about as valuable as 3D televisions.
There was a guy that had an argument. He had an argument with his AI. He's like, "Can you name me all 438 NBA players?" And it started naming them and just went so on and so forth. He's like, "No. Start again. Name every NBA player," and it just wouldn't do it. It just kept like saying and a few more. Like it'd name a couple and then give up. He's like, why do you keep stopping? He was getting angry, And I tried it. They don't do what you tell it to do. It's like Siri. It's just a vomit Siri. That's all it is. The talking ones. It's stupid.
I also think we're going to reach a level where the average person's not going to be smart enough to create a query. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's just people.
What's the time? Yeah, people won't be able to type anymore. They'll be illiterate. You're right.
Oh, the kids are retarded, man. Like they are.
They have the talking ones. They have the talking ones, so we're fucked. Like they'll just do the talking.
Oh yeah, just talk to it.
Well, Dan, you were talking earlier about the teachers and the nurses, and I wonder about the teachers on the other side about is everything just going to become like because all the states and localities and the government are all broke. And what we were talking about, so not to get back into all that, but eventually this shit is going to collapse under its own weight. So they're going to say, you know what, if we can't afford all these people to be on pension and retired, maybe they'll displace some of that. And one way to do that would be like, well, why can't we just teach these kids to go through this YouTube course to learn this course? Like, why do we need somebody here fucking teaching them? We could just make this a YouTube tutorial, right? Like,
they all have iPads
or
and computers now. Yeah. They're all used to it. Like I had to make an ad for a primary school for an enrollment drive, and all the classrooms, they all had iPads and computers, like every student. So like they already do it from a young age. It's all digital, and that's in a small town in Australia, like fucking 2,000 people. So like if they're doing it there, like imagine what they're doing at these bigger schools. So
instead of textbooks, people are going to come up with like the best courses to teach each of these things. And it's like, instead of the textbook, like we just get every kid this course and like, here you go, like finish the course, do the thing. Like, why do you need all these teachers? I don't know. Well, I could see that happening. It ain't there yet, but.
And now with AI, they'll just have some AI teacher in the app that keeps tabs on you to make sure you're doing your classes and monitors your screen time on the app, and they can track all that shit now anyway. So it's like you're super supervised, but there's no social interaction. That's what makes people stupid. Like not having that social, ask a question, feel stupid, you learn. Don't ask dumb shit. Like it's just, there's going to be lots of Karens. It's going to build a lot of Karens and fucking idiots,
In West Virginia, they actually have like a uniform curriculum now where they all just... Oh, look who it is. John from Scranton. Hey, buddy. Open the
Hey,
borders.
that's a great intro.
Guys,
Heard
Yeah,
how
thanks
that
for-
intro. Thanks
look
for
at
that.
it. He's
yeah,
already
I actually added a little
Lord.
more to it too. Let me send it over to you.
Why are you sending?
What?
The
Give
intro.
me, give me a little more on that, by the way. Give me
No,
which
not
public
until you
entities
see
you talk about.
Not until you
Sorry,
see
what's
it.
up, John?
Hey, buddy. Chatting with Chad? Is that Chad from Chatting with Chad?
That's Chad from Chatting
Oh
with
my
Chad.
God.
You ever met him?
Fuck you.
Oh, Chatting from with Chad fame?
Luke throwing me under the bus as usual.
What did I do now?
No.
No,
Why is Dan calling people idiots? Says Jake's been throwing a fit.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught it
Um,
earlier, John. We were remarking how well your clip production was via blowjob. Like that was impressive for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out my girl. Kim G.
It's like a very
Jake
swordfish
said-
of you.
Mr. Bat, John from Scranton ain't here. Why are you gatekeeping?
Just so everyone, like, I said the word idiot. That's what Jake had to go with. I just said the word idiot, and Jake.
You're allowed to
used
call
that.
people idiots, Dan.
No, but I didn't even
Don't
say
do
that.
that, buddy.
I didn't even call anyone an idiot. I said it creates idiots. So he's just like took that and run with it and created this scenario.
This false narrative.
Yeah, this
Luke,
false
do we need
narrative.
do we need your gatekeeping rant again? Did we address this previously?
Open the gates. That's my name. No gatekeeping. Oh,
I just saw that video you sent me, John.
Oh,
That's funny.
exclusive. That's a live look.
That's
we
really
had to
funny.
really reach into our pockets to get that one. Straight from the fucking. Straight from the outside.
So how was your evening, John?
It was great.
Good.
Tis good. Tis good.
Very good.
Carm had to go out to eat with, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago, but she's going out to eat with her work people. But like she has like a high end job, so they like go to like fucking fancy ass places, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
We kind of do something similar where I work, where like when everybody gets their food stamps, we all go to Sheets and get subs.
That's dope though. Sheets has good. I mean, me and Carm would order Sheets over the place.
I don't have food, so I just buy mine. But
Wait, well, Dan definitely doesn't know what Sheets is. Does Chad?
I've heard
Oh,
of
yeah.
shit.
yeah, Chad's like a Sheets guy.
My boy
I'm a
Josh
Sheets
Ball is in the middle. He like does ads for Sheets now. Like they have him like driving around delivering street tacos and shit. Like he has his own Sheets van. It's sick.
I have Sheets blocked on Twitter because I
Oh,
fucking
really?
hate them.
Wanna hear
They respond to everything. Like if you say the word Sheets, they respond to it. It pisses me off.
Dude, funny
Sheets
story.
2 for $1 hot dogs, Freddie. It's a decent, like when I used to work near Sheets and it was like my go-to. Just nothing sounds good to me right now. I'll just go eat. I need sustenance. I'll get this. And I almost inevitably got diarrhea every time. But the problem with Sheets is it's expensive and the food sucks.
I once got
And
pizza.
if the Sheets around here, they're literally like they're homeless shelters. So like you walk through just a barrage of just the worst bits of humanity, like to go into the Sheets. It's not worth it.
Your
I
tacos
once
are tragic.
got
for
pizza
sure.
from Sheets, and I was like, pizza from Sheets. I was like, they should call this Sheetza, and I tweeted that to them. It is still called Sheetza. Also, second crazy thing that I always get the Boss Burger there. They took it off the menu, and I complained to them on Twitter. They put it back on. They put it back on. They're great people.
Let's go.
They're great people. Hometown people. PA. PA's a great
I
state.
feel like you should get some royalties here, John.
What's that?
I feel like you should get some royalties from all that. Those are
No,
solid
I do it for
moves.
the love of the game. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the time.
Caser, their pizza's not bad because it's essentially Subway pizza, and I always liked Subway pizza.
And people could say I'm lying on that, but you could go back to my suspended at 1 million followers account and look at it up. Look at it up. You mind if I hit the hope it is.
opportunity presents itself, what do? You take that opportunity.
Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Stop.
Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
Let's freaking go.
Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
Don't let me find you out here again.
We're trying to help you.
I don't need help.
Not my diagnosis. What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads. I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Tremendous.
That was awesome.
Tremendous.
Oh, fuck.
That'll also
Was
assure that,
that-
no one will ever be able
was
to go,
that
watch,
facts-
go back and listen to this.
There was a year of my
Phil
life.
Rivers cut in the first one.
Was he supposed to be here and didn't show up?
Who?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. Or did you just put him in the intro because he's fax and handsome?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't heard from
I love
Fax.
that movie.
Like,
There was a year of my life where all me and my boys said to each other was, "I'm not wearing hockey pads," or "Where's Rachel?"
Yeah,
I like that movie a lot. The Batman, great movie.
Dark Knight's great. They're also coming out with the Lego Batman video game that's based off the Dark Knight trilogy too.
That wasn't the Dark Knight, was it?
That one was.
That was from the Batman.
No, that one's Dark Knight.
Is it?
No, that's the beginning of the Dark Knight because the guy from the Batman is in it. The Batman.
Lego Star Wars was a game changer. I remember when that game came out. I was like, what the fuck? Who's going to play this game? And I played it and I'm like, this is fucking sick.
Lego
You were
game.
like, you
So
were like
dope.
28 when
Just
that
like
game came
Lego.
out.
Legos are dope. Lego games are dope. Yes,
John was like 30.
it's true. That's very true.
You guys see Andy Dick almost died?
Yeah,
did.
I did.
Like that's the
Who's
biggest
that?
argument against Narcan I've ever seen.
Yeah, was
Did
that
you see the
something?
interview with him the next day and they're asking him, did you nearly die yesterday? He's like, no, I was fine. I'm fine. His friend's like, yeah, he nearly died.
He doesn't remember
I
at all.
saw-
What'd you say, Chad?
I saw a headline that said that his crack smoking saved his life or something like that. Saved
the
him from the
videos-
fentanyl or something.
The video's wild. He's just like sitting there on the sidewalk, like in like looks like pajama bottoms, like just drooling because he was overdosing on fentanyl. But like some like I think like the like it was like the DEA or something said like, oh yeah, because he smoked so much crack, it probably saved him from like it sounded like just something like retarded that I would say like, oh yeah, the crack offset the fentanyl.
Hey, thank God
Whatever,
for all his
like,
uppers.
just-
He would have been. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Phil Hartman.
We also need to get John's Batman rankings at some point.
Oh yeah, we didn't finish the Batman rankings ourselves.
He looks
We
like he's
only
calling
talked
it a
about-
pizza right now, though.
We only talked about Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck.
Well, Christian Bale was the one that really overdid the growling.
He's the most
wasn't it?
iconic
Like,
Batman, I'd say, though, at this point.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he made the most
Batman,
money.
they think
He made
Christian
the most
Bale.
money as Batman movies wise. Like, if we're talking money, like Christian Bale Batman movies probably made the most money out of all the Batman.
And that's why, like, people think of Batman as like this dark character now because he was those movies. It was dark when, like, as
Right.
opposed to like Adam West or Michael Keaton Batman, which was kind of silly. Adam West Batman
Fair.
being very silly.
Yeah, that
Fair.
was ridiculous.
My favorite Batman is I like Christian Bale, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian Bale also retired. Like he was like the Philip Rivers of Batmans. He retired like
George
times.
Clooney. We had George Clooney for one. We had a Val Kilmer
It's
one.
true.
Robert Pattinson one.
I don't like Val Kilmer Batman.
Pattinson's easily at the bottom of the power rankings for sure.
Yeah,
I like that
Weird.
movie though.
It's like a more real life concept of Batman, I guess. That portrayal of Batman. It's kind of weird. But that's really
Well,
it in terms. That's it in terms of live action Batmans, isn't it?
I think so.
Might be. Which Batman do we have now?
Robert Pattinson. They're making the Batman 2.
He's got another one. Shit.
Yeah. I started watching the Suicide Squad, the first one, the other night. I'll probably finish it tonight. It's fine. Margot Robbie's hot.
You see the animated version? They show tit in it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's like, if you look up Suicide Squad, like to find the movie, there's like 18 different movies called Suicide Squad because there's like the sequel's called The Suicide Squad, and then every one of these fucking movies has like an extended cut, and then like there's like the Zack Snyder like ideal version that's like 4 hours long.
I don't think we as a society need to run every Batman flick by Zack Snyder anymore. I just don't.
His movies are good though.
They're great. Great.
Imagine if that's
The Snyder Cut was
imagine that's who Zack Snyder is now. It's just like he does cuts of other people's movies. Like,
Yeah.
that's what,
I have an outfit, like I wear this pea coat and my jeans, and then I wear a backwards hat, and I call it my Kevin Feige outfit. I've been crushing it lately. I love it. That's my favorite part of like winter coming. I get to wear my Kevin Feige
You gotta go
outfit.
with the hoodie though.
The hoodie under
John.
the hoodie under. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's fucking cold.
All the
Yeah,
dudes,
freezing.
all the broskies trying to pull at the bar got the freaking hoodie peacoat thing going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great look. We know it's a better look. The quarter zip peacoat.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't think I have a peacoat that zips though.
You know, it's actually even better look than that is
Yeah,
the
the Batman.
short sleeve Nike dry fit giant, like, you know, like it billows when the coaches wear it. Like the short sleeve, it says Sunbelt Conference on one sleeve and it's got a Marshall thing on the other sleeve. That's a good look.
That pulls.
That with the
That's what
peacoat.
pulls.
That with
yeah.
the peacoat.
funny
Dude,
man.
the quarter
Yeah.
zip though. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I said the quarter zip just looks like you're trying too hard. Is all I'm gonna say. That's why the hoodie reigns supreme.
I don't
getting
think I have a
shit.
Love
peacoat.
that hat.
All my
Timothy
peacoats are
Chalamet.
fine.
That's not really a peacoat. That's like really thin. That's like a.
It's not.
jacket
This is a like a what's it called, overcoat,
Yeah.
but it's smaller. It's like I call
Very
it
thin.
I call it the Newt Scamander.
I have
Yeah,
two,
but what's going on with this kangaroo hat here? Oh, it's
Pretty
what?
awesome. Bunny hat. He's bunny man.
Bunny man.
I just noticed I have all sexual, like these are nipple clamps I've been playing with. I don't
Yeah,
know why all our sex stuff is just on my desk.
Yeah. John's kind of a degenerate.
Not even. I don't know why these are here. These are actually some of my favorite hardware right here, but just laying over here. Take care of your stuff, kids. That's all I'm saying. It's trash. I just put it on those squirrels back there. Also, I don't think guys are supposed to wear this, but you're wearing your mask, so I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yeah, well, I'll wait for that.
Yeah. Also, I do this. It's Selena. Right?
Oh, that's his Selena.
Hey, Selena.
Hey, Selena. Don't hire
Everybody
that
loves
woman to run your
Selena.
fan club, Selena. Stay
Nothing
away
worse
from the
than-
fan club, woman, Selena.
Nothing worse than Selena's fat sister, too. Like, what are you doing in the band? Oh, everyone needs a drummer. Okay, got it.
I have to imagine that Selena would have like the best thing that could have happened to her career was getting shot, like when she did. Like, I can't
Oh,
imagine that.
It
thing
is
was
cool
going,
getting shot. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but you could survive and be 50 Cent. Cool.
Yeah, but I didn't see that. I don't know.
Selena survived
she would
that
have been
shot.
like-
I'm not wearing this shirt right now. I don't know Kim G. A lot of things change. A lot of things change.
I'm sure it is a fire shirt though. I'd wear. It.
Was
I
her-
watched the
was her
Selena
ass-
movie like 18 times in high school. They just showed it like every class. They were like,
One of
"We're
my
just gonna watch
first
Selena
memories
today."
is Selena's dying.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
We would
they
go to the
cast
theater.
J Lo for her, so I always just assumed that Selena had the fattest ass. But is that actually accurate?
Oh yeah, she had a big old butt.
All All right.
Every year
Sorry.
we used to go to the beach. Someone famous would die. Like JFK Jr. died when we were at the beach. Salinas died when we were at the beach. A bunch of people. But yeah, Salinas was one of the first memories I feel like I had. When was that? 93? Damn. My brain didn't work till 93. So I was 3.
I don't remember
What kind of
93.
beach ritual are we talking about here? Yeah.
Just people died. It's we had no control. People die. That's what people do.
That's just
We
the-
sacrificed a child to this wolf god, and people just died.
Amen.
Well, gentlemen, I want to go play Crusader Kings here in a minute.
Oh, what's that?
So
What's that?
it's great. Crusader Kings 2, Crusader Kings 3 is the newest one. I've been.
I'm not wearing Batman glasses.
But my point is, before I go, since John was talking about all that sex stuff, I just want to say that I, Batman, believe that sex should be had between a married man and a married woman,
Jackson.
and only for procreation, and only in the missionary position with the man on top.
Amen.
And don't look
then,
at each
and
other.
then they shouldn't speak afterwards.
Love that. Never tried it. Love it. Love the
Ladies and
idea.
gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Dan, thanks for Open Borders. Open Borders might turn into the Dan show. Next time we do it,
Okay.
it might have been a one off. I don't know.
Open Borders is kind of a good name.
Yeah,
It's a great name.
A great name.
And the best part about it is, like, I felt like Jackson was like days away from starting his own Open Borders. Like, I woke up the other day and I was like, something just told me in the back of my head, like, you got to make sure you claim this.
Yeah.
So
I made sure I said happy birthday to him, but I did call him a fag just because I was coming here without him.
dude, he posted something. He was like looking for happy birthdays, and I think it was Drew who said, like, basically
His
like,
birthday was over. His birthday in Australia was over. when he
anyway,
posted
like Drew and Danny just shit on him, and then Bio Dude really shit on him. Bio Dude just like killed him.
Damn.
He double dipped. He double dipped for a birthday that wasn't in his time zone.
Bio Dude was like, guys, don't be mean to Jackson. Like, he's like 30, he's in his 30s, and he doesn't have any friends, so he's asking people on the internet to say happy birthday to him.
Just make sure it
like
wasn't
really mean
Roscoe.
from
Make
Bio.
sure it wasn't what Roscoe did yesterday and just like tweet something pathetic and then just take it back and say it was a joke. Ugh.
What
Shut
did he
up,
tweet?
Roscoe. It was like Nurse Kim put out this tweet like saying like, I don't care how shitty people are. I just don't give a fuck. And Jackson or Roscoe was like, amen. So it might as well have just said I'm a fucking football watching queer.
Homo. Roscoe, I don't know. Roscoe's got to start bringing more to Meeting of the Minds, or he's not going to be welcome. I'll just say
Oh
that.
wow. I didn't know we were putting that kind of fucking weight on his shoulders like Meeting the
No,
Mind.
we're not.
I love that. No, I like it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You can't just come on and like stare at me. You got
Wait, you came on Meeting the Minds?
When I get like towards the
4
end of
hours.
Meeting of the Minds, when I get really drunk, Roscoe always shows up.
Oh, dope. Shout out Roscoe.
Yeah.
But be better.
If you drink like 12 beers, you summon Roscoe.
Oh, that sounded cool. You guys like
It is kind of cool, actually. Never mind. I like this now. Never mind, Roscoe. You're more than welcome. Next time I drink 12 beers, you
I
better
knew
be
it.
there.
By the way, I just want to say it was an honor to be here. And Dan, I think the Cul-de-sac Chronicles, those have some legs. Those are gold.
You guys have cul-de-sacs in Australia? Hit the outro.
I'm
See you guys later. I just found it.
Opportunity presents itself. What do? You take that opportunity.
Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Stop.
Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
Let's freaking get